Welcome to the Essential Skills session of our virtual College and Career Readiness Advisor training. During this session, we will introduce 6 essential skills that we believe are vital in guiding students to and through their pathway to college and career. We'll gain insight from an educator who has successfully integrated essential skills into the classroom and share ways in which students can apply the skills in a college and career setting. And we will provide sample activities and practical application strategies. The CFES essential skills are one of our 3 core practices. The 6 essential skills include goal setting, teamwork, leadership, agility, perseverance, and networking. These skills are interconnected, overlapping, and indispensable when preparing students for success. Let's take a closer look at their definitions. CFES Brilliant Pathways focuses on 3 core practices in order to help our students become college and career ready: mentoring, pathways to college and career, and essential skills. Essential skills are skills that we know students need to develop and be able to apply in situations as they navigate their pathway to college and onto career. The essential skills include goal setting, teamwork, leadership, agility, perseverance, and networking. Let's hear a little bit more about them.
Goal setting is one of our essential skills. A goal is a desired result that you envision and commit to achieve. The skills of goal setting means you identify what you want and you are proactive in achieving it. Goal setting for our CFES scholars is crucial as they forge their pathway to college and career readiness.
Leadership is the skill of taking charge of your own future, but also empowering others to do the same. We believe that there are multiple types and styles of leadership, and that every student has the capacity to be a leader.
Teamwork is the skill of collaborating with others to achieve a common goal. Teamwork is all around us, at home, at school, and with our peers. We can accomplish bigger and better things when we work together.
Perseverance is the determination to overcome challenges to achieve your goals. When something sets you back and you decide to keep pushing forward, even though it would be easier to quit, that's perseverance.
Networking is the skill of turning someone you know, like a teacher or community member, into a supporter. These connections can encourage students to achieve their goals and then guide them along their way.
Agility is the ability to adapt and be responsive to changing circumstances. Sometimes in life, big things change and it can be difficult. Seeing these challenges as an opportunity or an adventure, now that's agility.
As a classroom educator, which of the essential skills do you see your students tapping into most often as they prepare for college and careers?
All right, so I think as a classroom educator and an educator, working in a high school, the skills that I think that we see the most, and probably even the skills that we foster the most, are goal setting and leadership. I think that they kind of are the more obvious skills when we're thinking about college and career planning. At Crown Point Central School, we do a lot with leadership. We have a high school leadership team, and really trying to get them to create opportunities to be leaders within the school, to work with other students, to really work within their communities, and then to apply those skills when they're thinking about going to college, and also talking about how those skills really build their resumes and things like that. Goal setting is something I think that we start very early on at Crown Point. We start talking about college and career plans with our students when they're in elementary and middle school, and that carries straight through to really what is our caps off our goal setting at Crown Point, which is our senior seminar program, which I know we'll talk about a little bit as well later. But I think goal setting is just something that starts really young, and that's really, at least from my point of view, that's really one of the most important essential skills. The rest of them kind of build around that, and how can you use those other essential skills to help you get to your goal.
So how do you encourage students to apply these skills and other important skills to their own college and career readiness process or progress?
So like I said, I think, again, going back to leadership and goal setting really quickly, they seem to be the most obvious, at least to me. within our classroom. So we try to provide more opportunities for skills that maybe don't necessarily come even as easily to me to teach or to foster in my students, but I think about agility and perseverance, and especially with the group of students that we're working with, many of them being first generation college students, maybe not having the background knowledge of what it means to apply to college, to apply for financial aid. The parents don't have the knowledge. So we provide opportunities for them to kind of, roll with the punches. I think about, financial aid being a huge obstacle for our students. And just recently this past year, having a few seniors who had parents who either were afraid of the FAFSA process, obviously had never gone through it, were afraid to put their financial information online, and really working with them and fostering that skill of agility that, yeah, you're going to run into obstacles, problems, in this case, even parents who are saying, no, I'm not signing, your FAFSA or putting my information on there. And okay, well, what's our next step? Let's persevere through this. Let's figure out what we can do. What other avenues can we go down? And going back to that college prep piece and thinking about financial aid, when they get their financial packages back from college and they're saying, well, I know I can't afford this. This isn't something that's within my family's reach or my own reach. Reaching out and calling that financial aid office and, asking for, more money or more financial aid, more that they need. I also think about networking, and that's something that this is a tough one for me, honestly. I mean, I think that sometimes my own shyness kind of gets in the way of this. I don't know, but we try to provide opportunities for our students at Crown Point to meet with other students, meet with other educators, attend conferences. We really do make that a priority, that they're able to get out of their comfort zone and the small, town of Crown Point and network with other students, community members, faculty from colleges. And we do that in other ways too, like, our college rally that we bring in every fall, and giving the students, opportunities right at our school to network with other professionals. And then I think also Crown Point's openness and willingness to send students off to programs like CV Tech and New Visions. These programs aren't always, even financially affordable for some schools. I know larger schools who say they only send a certain population of students, and at Crown Point, we really try to make that accessible to our kids so that they have that opportunity, to try out the colleges and careers and see what they're all about.
Thank you. So tell us a little bit more about the senior seminar class that you teach. I'm curious about kind of what the expectations are for students who are in the senior seminar class, and how the essential skills are incorporated as students are preparing for their transition to college or onto the workforce.
Sure, absolutely. So we have this program at Crown Point that all seniors participate in their senior year. It's mixed in with the English program. And essentially the expectation of this class is that all of us are setting a goal as to what they'll do when they graduate from high school, whether they're on a college-bound track or a career path, both being super valid and providing them opportunities to look at that, to research those things. So really the first thing we start with in senior seminar is talking about resumes, writing a resume, building a resume, and really setting that intention in September. This is what I plan to do in the future. I am looking to go into a certain program at a college, or I am looking to become a certain professional in this field. And the entire program is designed around looking into the avenues that they need to take to get there. So students build a portfolio. It includes everything from every student writes a college essay. Every student does a college research project as well as a career research project. And within those things, they are looking at, like, thinking of the career one. Students are looking at, what types of education and training do they need to follow this career path and become the professional that they'd like to become. They're looking at what's the average pay, where am I going to live? They're budgeting to see, does this profession that I want to pursue, does it fit with the lifestyle that I would like as well? So obviously goal setting is a huge piece in this. Every student at the end of the year in June, their final project is to turn in this portfolio that they've made that they'll go forward with, but also to present what we call traditionally like an electronic resume. So they're standing in front of a panel of judges and they're saying, this is what I've done, this is what I want to do, and these are the next steps that I'm going to take, and this is how I'm going to get there. So I think that all of the essential skills, play a role in that. Definitely perseverance and looking at what they're going to need to do to persevere to become, who they want to become as young adults.
So one last question for you. What advice would you give other CCR advisors? So these are other educators, mentors, community members, anyone that is, supporting students and inspiring down their pathway. What advice would you give them as it relates to essential skills for assisting those students in that process?
I think being creative, working together as a team with the other professionals on your team, whether that's within your community, within your profession, your business, within your school. I think creating opportunities for students to create opportunities. I think something that sometimes is hard for me as an educator is letting go of control. But the things that happen when we give our students the opportunity to really be creative and come up with ideas and because they're invested in those ideas. And then I think just, I don't know, I'm not sure what other advice I would give. Like I said before, I struggle sometimes with how to teach agility and perseverance. I think teamwork and goal setting, those essential skills don't come naturally, but there's something that come natural in teaching. But agility and perseverance, sometimes I think we just learn, hopefully they learn through what they see us do as well. I don't know, I guess just being supportive, being creative, and giving them the opportunity to do the same.
Thank you, Rachel. Clearly you are supporting students in their path and encouraging them to set their goals and creating opportunities and really invested in their futures and allowing them to sort of see themselves in their futures. And we know that the 6 essential skills that are promoted by CFES are not the only essential skills, but they happen to be the ones that our students, our scholars have personally found most important for moving towards college and career readiness and beyond. So we know that they are promoting social and educational uplift and ultimately helping students become ready for next steps. So again, thank you for joining us and thank you for everything that you are doing on your end at Crown Point Central School to assist students in their pathway to college and career.
Thanks, Tara. Thanks for everything you do for us as well. We're so lucky to have you as part of our team.
The CFES Brilliant Pathways team, educators, mentors, and partners facilitate activities and lead discussions that have been designed to support students in developing the essential skills. We view guided gameplay as an opportunity to connect abstract content to an actual behavior change. Post-game reflection and discussion draw connections and build the essential skills. Here's a sample activity that we use to help students practice the essential skill of agility. Many more activities and resources can be found in the member section of the CFES website. Although many of our essential skill resources dissect each skill individually, CFES knows that people do not develop these skills one at a time. We know that those with an exemplary skill have multiple competencies. Many of our activities and essential skill exercises cover more than one skill, and it's important to make sure students see the overlap and connection between the 6 skills and the relationship they have to their future success. Take a look at another example of engaging students in an activity that supports the essential skill of networking. Thank you for participating in the Essential Skills session of our CCR Advisor Training. Here are some thoughts to leave you with as you step into or continue to prepare students for future success in college and career. There are a million paths to success. No matter how you get there, though, certain things are indispensable, the essential skills, for example, and you can draw on them your whole life, no matter where you decide to go. The most successful CFES scholars, those who graduate from college on time and pursue well-paying jobs, are not those with the highest test scores or best grades, but those possessing essential skills such as perseverance, agility, and teamwork. Several of our corporate partners tell us that they can teach new hires how to do a job, but they won't last or succeed in today's workplace without these essential skills. The essential skills aren't just useful in jobs and education. You need to use them in every area of your life throughout your whole life. They are timeless, they won't expire. They are also a vital element in preparing students for success. CCR advisors can help students define these skills, recognize how they're already using these skills, encourage the practice of skills, and draw connections for students so that they can become more mindful and apply them to real-life situations. As a CCR advisor, we ask you share your own experiences with students. This empowers students to apply the essential skills as they navigate through their own pathways to college and career.